DJ Benny James, show 107. It's called Soul Speaks number 4. If you listen to my shows regularly, you'll know that the Soul Speak shows are all about talking to special guests who are artists of one shape or form. Today we have a special guest who is an author. Her name is Florenza Lee, but I knew her as Denise. I met her about 10 years ago. We did an interview yesterday over the phone. I recorded it and I'm going to be playing it for you shortly. In the background is a jazz version of Children's Story, originally done by Slick Rick, of course. This is the unwrapped version. There's lots of these albums out. They do jazz versions of classic hip-hop and R&B songs off of the Hidden Beach recordings. I believe that label was set up by Jazzy Jeff. Absolute pleasure to be here once again for you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for pressing play. If you're listening to this on lovesoulradio.net, thanks for joining us. If you want to find out more about me, you can always go to my website, djbenniejames.com. But let's get right into this interview, because we got plenty to get through. Enjoy.
Hello, my friend. Good morning.
Oh, my God. I can't believe I'm speaking to you. It's been so long, and life gets in the way, doesn't it?
Too long.
I know. And you sound different today. What's up with your voice? What's going on?
You know what? I just relocated back to Ohio, and I guess there's a different kind of pollen here. So we are acclimating.
Oh, okay. So you got like a little allergy thing going on.
Yeah, just a little touch.
Okay. Well, I've known you for years, and my memory is horrible, right? Can you remember what year we met and when and where? How did that all go down? Do you remember?
Yes, it was 10 years ago. So that had to be, 2011. And we were in Hawaii, and it was the block parties that was in Chinatown.
Oh.
And I'm walking down the street with my husband, and all of a sudden I hear these tunes. And so I'm following the music. And I turn the corner, and I am, expecting to see, this big black dude spinning tunes. And I stop in my tracks when I see you, and I walk straight to the booth. And I'm like, you are getting ready to be my new friend.
Yeah, so that was in Chinatown. Yeah, we used to do on the last Friday of every month, we used to do a street festival, and I used to spin, and it was good because they just let me do my thing, so that was cool.
Wonderful.
Wow, that was actually longer than I thought it was. Wow, time goes too quick.
It does indeed.
First and foremost, how's your family and friends and everybody safe and that well with this COVID craziness going on?
You know what? Everything is good. A few weeks ago, we did lose my father as a result of COVID. But even in that, you know what? Everything is good. Everything is good.
I'm sorry to hear that. And my thoughts go out to your family, man. I didn't even know that, so my apologies.
Yeah, no, you know what? Life is a beautiful thing. And if we sometimes only want to take the good and not the bad, then we cheat ourselves. And so in everything, we have to learn that everything is good. Everything is good.
Right. Okay. Well, a little bit of a celebration this month because it's your birthday coming up too, right? We're Gemini twins. So
yes, we are Gemini twinsies.
When's your birthday coming up?
So mine is the 12th, and that makes it, Saturday?
Yeah, 2 days away. I'm doing a wedding on Saturday, but happy birthday in advance. And this show will be playing all week from Sunday on the radio station, Love Soul Radio. So happy birthday.
Thank you. And yours is? Did I miss yours?
Yeah, mine's June the 5th, so mine just passed.
Well, happy belated to you, my friend.
Thank you. couple things here that I want to go into before I ask you more questions, but I did ask you for 5 songs, to prepare 5 songs. I always do this for my guests because I want to know what kind of music they love and what music kind of inspired them through their life, or maybe changed the direction of their life even. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But first of all, I want to give you like an official introduction here, and I don't know whether your first name is Florenza or it's Denise. So which one do you prefer?
Florenza is the first name.
Okay, so Florenza Denise Lee. You're an author, you're a publisher, you're a narrative coach, you're a speaker, you're a radio talk show host, a master storyteller, and you're a wife and a mother. I think the wife and the mother should come first, but but
you're always in with your best talent.
You know what I mean? So you obviously keep busy. I see a lot of your posts on social media. You're traveling the country. You've written 12 books now?
Yeah. Well, we're well into like the 70s, 80s. But as far as those that have already been published, I'm right at about 12. I have another 5 coming out throughout this year. And then each year, the goal is to publish anywhere from 5 to 10. So that's where we're going. Okay,
so the obvious question is, why kids' books?
Well, you know what? Children's books found me. I just woke up one morning, January 31st, 2014, and wrote what became 12 books. Of that original 12, 3 have been published, and it just started from there.
Okay, and how did it feel when you first saw that first book up on the shelves? How did that feel to you? That must have been an amazing feeling.
You know what? The only thing I can even compare it to is giving birth to children. There's something so phenomenal about something that was just once a thought in your head, and then it becomes tangible. To actually go from words in your head to being a book that you're holding in your hand, there is no other feeling like it. It is just phenomenal. It is absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, because you're giving birth to it, right? Like you say, it's come from conception to seeing it on the bookshelf. For aspiring writers out there, what's your process? Like, how does it work for you? Do you get an initial idea, and how does the process work from you from beginning?
Now, I write differently in that books come to me in dreams or visions. And so usually it'll be a dream, or it could be something that I'm just minding my own business, and then it's almost like a movie will drop into my mind, and I see this movie playing out, and I write what I see and I write what I hear, and that kind of becomes the essence of the book. So it's a lot of fun because I don't sit and say, book about mindfulness, or I'm going to write a book about manners. Usually those thoughts that come to me, and they come very visual. So it's fun watching the creation that the illustrator gives based on the words that I give them.
Yeah, because all your books have illustrations in them, right? Which are really nice. It really adds a lot of depth and color and animation to what's going on in the story. Mm-hmm. Now your stories have a lot of social, emotional learning in them, like some kind of theme through them. Is that on purpose, by design?
No, again, it's just how the books come to me. I don't even know if you know this, so this may be like a nice little nugget for you. Just recently, I started writing adult books under a pen name, and with that, I am having a lot of fun.
Adult books. Are we talking about grown folks' books here?
We are talking everything from erotica to science fiction to murder.
Okay.
Inspirational, motivational book that's going to drop on the 29th of this month. So, yeah, I've teamed up with a group of New York Times bestsellers and USA Today bestsellers. It's a group called NK, A Tribe Called Success. And it's all these phenomenal authors that have kind of taken me under their wing and said, come on, girl, come hang with us.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting a chance to let my naughty girl hang out for a bit.
Okay. Well, that's a good segue to your first song that I'm going to play here, which one of the ones that you chosen is called Chocolate Legs by Eric Benet. All right. So why did you choose this one, naughty girl?
You know what? There's just something so powerful about the lyrics to this song. I think it's very transparent in the mind of the man. And even though this is definitely related to a black family, but I think this transcends all denominations because it's sharing his heart that when he's outside of the four walls of his home, that world is crazy. And all of what he's going through and the whole time that he's away, his thought is nothing more than to be home and to be loved by his woman. And to me, that is just such a powerful image of what love is. And it's not about the sexualization of it as much as being with her is his comfort.
There's a comfort,
I just love
yeah.
the lyrics. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we'll play this one now. It's Chocolate Legs by Eric Benet.
This world ain't nothing but crazy. I'm out here working, trying to make it. Yeah. Girl, it's so rough in this city. And ain't no resting for the weary. So baby, feel me. I need something to feel, so my spirit can heal, babe. I need you to wrap them chocolate legs around me, so when I come home tonight, you'll make everything alright. When you gonna wrap them chocolate legs around me, the memory of my day will quickly just fade away. When you come wrap them chocolate legs around me, please baby, wrap them chocolate legs around me. Your cocoa skin against mine, babe, yeah, babe, is all I need to help revive me. Yeah. Just touch me and I feel pure, pure love. You're the only thing I'm ever sure of. Your love, I'm sure of. I need some reminding that God is He's still behind me. So baby, come take my soul and set me free. When you come, wrap them chocolate legs around me, so when I come home tonight, you'll make everything alright. When you come, wrap them chocolate legs around me, I need you to understand and make me glad I'm a man. Deep inside you, that's where I need to be. Oh, baby, just wrap them chocolate legs around me. Hold on, hold on.
So talking about a guy coming home to his woman, I know that obviously your husband, he's retired from the military, right? How long you guys been?
Yeah.
How long you guys been together now?
Oh, shoot. This October will be 40 years.
40 years. Okay.
40.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
We've been married 38. Isn't that insane? I don't even look 40.
so the $1 million question is, how do you make it work? How do you make it last? I'm sure you've hit many, many bumps along the way. What's been your secret, you guys' secret to sticking it out and sticking together?
You know what? It comes down to, I say that I'm patient and he's forgiven. And you have to know your strengths and you have to know what you're bringing to the table so that you're not looking to replicate what you are, but you're looking for someone to strengthen the areas where perhaps you're not as strong. And in the beginning, we almost missed that. You know, we were young and he was listening to all of his friends talking about, you know, what your woman should do and, you know, you should be this and you should be the man and you should do this. And, you know, he came into the relationship with that and it just didn't work for me. And I told him, I said, you know, if that's what you want, then marry yourself. But I'm looking to partner with someone that together we will make a phenomenal team. And I think, he got that. And you're right, we hit some crazy bumps in the road, but God is good. And we held on to the promise that we made each other, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
And it's been good. It's been good.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, actually. I know you've mentioned God is good, and faith play a big part in your family and what you're doing with your career.
You know what? I think it's everything, but some people use faith like clothes or shoes or a hat or a coat. They put it on when it's convenient. It's not something that we put on. It's who we are. And we're in different phases of that. It's like an ebb and flow. There are days in which we're walking in it 100%, and it's everything. And then there are other days that maybe we got more of us in the mix. And it may come around and bite us in the butt later.
Yeah.
But you just got to roll with it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, his name is Trefus Aka Papa Bear, right? Did I get that right? Did I remember that one?
Yeah, my Papa Bear.
You used to call him that, and I thought it was so sweet. It's so romantic and very sweet and funny too. But he is a Papa Bear. He's very cute. I like him and miss him, man. I haven't seen him for so many years now. It's crazy. And you got two girls as well, Jessica and Missy, right?
Yes, Jessica and Missy. Yes.
How they doing? How they doing?
They're doing good. Jessica finally relocated from Hawaii. She stayed on the island forever, and she's in Vegas. And Missy relocated to Virginia, and she's in the process of relocating here to Ohio as well.
Right.
So she stays closer to the nest than her sister, but it's good.
Okay, well, Ohio, I've never been there before in my life. I only know the band Ohio Players. That's all I know. So I'd love to come and visit you one day. So hopefully you got an extra guest room for me to come and chill out.
Listen, I got about 7 guest rooms you can come hang out in.
Okay.
Take your pick.
Oh, you're living in a mansion now. Okay, I like it. Okay. You travel around the country a lot. Like I said earlier on, I've seen you so many posts, and you do these book signings, you're doing meet and greets, and you're doing speaking events as well. You really connect with the kids. So what's some of the highlights for you as you're traveling around, and what do you enjoy most?
What I think I love is when I show up in a school, especially if it's our schools that are located in inner cities, and to see children look up at you and you look like them, and you're doing this amazing work that's creative and visual, and you're earning a living with it, because not all children are going to be doctors and lawyers, or, not all of them are going to go on to be astronauts. Some children are really good creatively, and they just don't see it as being a viable lifestyle. And so I think it's so important to show children that there are different ways that we can create life. And so for that, I think I'm most thankful. And also just seeing their little eyes light up when I'm reading to them, and they're seeing the pictures in the books. And so it's just wonderful all the way around.
Yeah, I hear you. It's really phenomenal. I'd love people to come and see some of the examples. What's a great way people can find out more about you and see some of the work that you're doing?
Yeah, well, my books are sold anywhere. Books are sold online. You may also go to my website, florenza.org. You are able to go to words2ponderpublishing.com. You'll get a chance to get a sneak preview into my pen name as well. My Amazon page is Florenza Denise Lee. Just put in Florenza Lee anywhere, and you're pretty certain to find me.
Yeah, I'll put a couple of links as well on my podcast at the bottom so people can see it and they can just link straight to it. So it'll be convenient to them. But I went to the Amazon one, and actually a great page because it shows all your books, and it shows some photos, and it shows some videos, and it's a really great little snippet of what you've been doing. We're going to move on to one of your songs talking about color, but before we do that, I want to say to you, like you say, these children looking at you and they're seeing somebody that looks familiar to them. How important is it to you to like be a woman of color doing this, and how significant do you think that is, and what it represents?
I think it's very important. Representation is everything in literature, in the classrooms, in workplaces, on television. It's just so very important to our children across the board to see diversity and to see inclusion. One of the things that I do in my books are, because they come to me in dreams and vision, I don't really have a lot of input in terms of the storyline, but I do have a lot of input in terms of my characters. And so, for the most part, all of my books have blended families. The parents may be multiracial. My characters may have anything from vitiligo or maybe wheelchair users. The families may be adopted families where the children are multiracial and the parents are one race.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with the storyline. It just happens to be who the characters are. And I think that's important to not make different being the issue versus different just being the setting.
Yeah.
And so I think it's important for that.
Well, I think it's great that you use so many different layers and a multicultural kind of look at things and ability levels and everything else. Really cool. I remember I used to listen to the Tom Joyner show for quite a little while there. And as a white guy, I felt like actually quite uncomfortable listening because it was only about blacks and black issues. And I kind of felt like excluded. I'm like, hold on, but I love this music. Like, why can't I be included in this? And I started listening to Steve Harvey and Michael Bazin and stuff and thinking, you know what, this feels more like home to me because I'm welcome. It doesn't matter what color I am or what ability level I am or whatever. So I think you're doing that as well, and I applaud you for that. I think that's really important.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm a fan of life from the very first time I heard you spin it. I was like a groupie.
Well, I'm a fan of yours too for your work and not only that, just your friendship as well. First time I stepped into your home, I definitely felt like family and that goes a long way and I think we'll always be friends. So, we don't stay in touch as much as we should, but life gets in the way, but we will do better. Yeah. We're going to have to do better at that. But let me get to your song. Like I said, this one is called Black Sweat by Prince. And
yes.
And I tell you, I got to scold myself for this because you're not going to believe it, but I've never heard this before in my life.
Oh, shame on you.
I know. But I have said this before in the past, and you won't like me anymore for this, but I'm not a huge Prince fan. I do like some of his work, but to me it's not soulful enough. He crosses into the pop world and the rock world, and I'm more of a soul boy, as you know. So there are certain songs, but I'm not a massive fan, and people are going to be like, what the hell's wrong with you, Benny? But it just is what it is.
What's wrong with you?
So I never heard this song before, so why did you choose this one?
Just the lyrics alone. If you want one of those crazy knock boots kind of song, this should be on everybody's foreplay playlist because it will have you ready to go. But there is a part of the lyrics where he says he will have you screaming like a white lady when he counts to 3. I love that because I'm like, what?
That's just wrong right there. That's just wrong. All right, well, let's play this one. It's called Black Sweat by Prince.
Yes, it is funky. I'm hot, and I don't care who knows it. I got a job to do. Thank you. Yes. I'm working up a black sweat. I'm working up a black sweat. I'm working. Working up a black sweat. But I got to hurt him. Gonna hurt him. You bet screaming like a white lady when I count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Working, working up a black sweat. Working, working up a black sweat. Working, working up a black. Working, working up a black. Hey!
Thank you very much for introducing me to that Prince song. I'm sure I will be playing. I'm sure I'll be playing plenty more Prince now. So, is this writing thing? Is this full time for you now? Are you doing another job, or is this what you're 100% committed to now?
You know, for about 18 months, it was the only thing that I was doing, and you know, I move in spirit, and when I feel that I'm led to do something, I move in that, and I felt that it was time for me to return to the workforce about 2 years ago, December 2 years ago, to go back to being an advocate for our veterans. And right after that, COVID hit, and I had an opportunity to be very instrumental in our veterans receiving the care that they needed and getting their benefits. And I'm doing, you know, that work for them. And I'm hoping to retire soon from it. I have a few more months before I can officially retire completely. But until then, you know, I'm weighing it out and balancing it, and, you know, doing what I need for them, while at the same time creative. So I'm not going to lie, it's tiring.
Yeah.
But it's very rewarding.
Yeah. Okay. And could you talk a little bit about publishing? I know that I'm in the process of writing my own little book as well. It's taking me forever, and I get writer's block from time to time, and I have to be at a comfort level. It's like I write a lot of poetry as well, so I have to be in a very creative mode. So there could be months where I don't write, and then suddenly I just want to write like crazy for weeks. So it kind of goes up and down. But I'm also concerned about publishing. Do I self-publish? Do I go to a company? Like, what do I do? So for aspiring writers out there, what do you recommend on the publishing end of things?
Years and years ago, to say self-publishing was almost like a bastard child. It was just something that was low budget, low end, bargain basement. It was for people who had books that couldn't cut it. That concept has so drastically changed that even the big five have recognized publishers as contenders in the game. I'm in circles right now where I have friends who have written children's books who sell 10,000 copies monthly, you know, and so they have learned the rules of engagement, if you will.
Yes.
And so for any author coming into this business, first and foremost, you have to look at it as a business. I assist writers. I've assisted dozens of authors who are published now. All of them are doing very well in terms of earning money from their books. And we go into it asking, what's the outcome that they want? Some people just want to publish a book, check it off their bucket list, and keep it moving.
Yeah.
They don't want to be responsible for marketing, for selling it, for distribution, for any of those things. And so I think it just comes down to talking with someone and being honest with yourself in terms of what's your outcome and how much investing you want to do in it. You're either going to invest your money and pay a publisher to do what you can do, or you're going to invest your time. But either way, it's going to be an investment.
Okay. All right, well, listen, we're going to get onto one song here that we both share the love of this song. And I know I used to play this on the radio in Hawaii a lot, so I don't know if I inspired you with this song as well. But it's by Eric Roberson, and it's called Borrow You. And I'm going to ask why you chose this song. But the reason I love this song is just the story behind it. Basically, the guy is in a club. He sees this woman he really likes, and he says, just imagine I'm yours for this dance only. I'm not asking to take you home. I know you probably got a man at home, but let's just pretend during this song. And I think the lyrics are just amazing. It really paints a great picture, a great story. So why did you choose this one?
You hit me to this song. We were at Schofield Barracks. You were spinning, and you said, I want you to hear this. And from the minute you played that song, I was hooked. And I don't know if you know this, one of the girls who used to be with us in Hawaii, she actually was in college with Eric Roberson and was friends with his best friend when this song was written. So I thought that was pretty cool as well.
Wow.
But for the same thing, I love these lyrics.
That's very,
Absolutely
very cool.
love the lyrics.
He actually just dropped another song a few days ago, which I think is maybe comparable to this. It's called Lessons. You should listen to that. Yeah, trust me, it's really, really beautiful. So, but let's play this one. Let's play this one for now. It's called "Borrow You" by Eric Roberson.
Yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I see you with your girls and I truly do apologize. Yes, I really realize you're not here for these dudes. I see that big ring on your hand, and trust me, girl, I understand. Back at home, you got a man, and that's not the way I move. But when the DJ threw this record on, I saw you throw up your arms, close your eyes and sing along. Guess you like this tune, and your legs can't stay still at all. Those high heel shoes, you took them off, so let me escort you to the floor. Girl, can I borrow you? Maybe he wouldn't mind if for a song or two you can act like you're mine. Oh, can I borrow you, girl? Would that be okay? Maybe when the song is done, we can just walk away. And I'll watch you as you go. Walk away. As you walk away. As you walk away. And I'll watch you as you go. Walk away. As you walk away. As you walk away. I'm fully focused on your sway, not too concerned with what you say. I can hear you anyway. Your smile says it all. Oh, now you wanna turn around. Well, I'm not gonna fight you now. I'm not here to slow you down. No, 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 no. See, I'm just here to compliment your style in anywhere I fit. Can I get close a little bit? I'm feeling it. Consider it. I get for you to just enjoy. I wish that I could give you more, but I guess that's not what we're here for. No. Can I borrow you? Can I borrow you? Maybe he wouldn't mind. Maybe he wouldn't mind. If for a song or two, you can act like you're mine. Come on. Can I borrow you, girl? Would that be okay? Would that be okay? Maybe when the song's done, we can just walk away. And I'll watch you as you go. Walk away. As you walk away. As you walk away. And I'll watch you as you go. Walk away. As you walk away. As you walk away. We had some fun. I find it special. So special, yeah. I'm so careful not to let my heart talk right now, baby. Cause you get an earful for this limited time. Are you charging me in mind? Can I borrow you? Maybe he wouldn't mind. Maybe he wouldn't mind. For a song or two, you can act like you're mine. Can I borrow you, girl? Would that be okay? Would that be okay? Maybe when the song's done, we can just walk away. Walk fast. Can I borrow you?
Absolutely love that song. Doesn't matter how many times I hear that song, I just absolutely love it.
Yes.
All right, for up and coming writers, can you give us some tips, some do's and don'ts, like some of the huge mistakes you made that you wish you didn't do, and just to give people a little head start?
Yeah, I think the very first thing that I would advise any author to do is invest in quality editing, and not just line edits that's checking for grammatical errors, but you want to have a concept editor as well, someone who's able to look at the concept of the book and make sure that it has a beginning, middle, and end. Make sure that it follows the rules for that genre. All the genres have different rules, and they're there for a reason. And invest heavily into your editors. Also, invest time in reading books in that genre. Oftentimes, people want to write a mystery, but they've never read a mystery. Or they want to write a children's book, but the last time they read a children's book, they were 3. And, you don't ever want to do that. There is no reinventing the wheel. There is nothing so special and unique that you can do. If it breaks the rules, then you're going to have a result of that. And if you break rules, because I have books that have broken rules, but I knew going in that I was going to break the rules, and I considered the cost to do it. And so, number one, just that. And read every day, especially in the genre where you plan on writing. I don't think I did that in the very, very beginning. And, I've had to go back and change some books and change some things. And that costs a lot of money to change those things. So just put in the time to invest first. Don't be so fast to see your name in the book that you lose sight of what's in the book. And that's my number one pitch for any new author and any seasoned author.
Right. What's a do not do? Did you have any do not do's? You were like, oh my God, I wish I didn't do that.
Don't think you know enough to push a product out there that hasn't at least gone through other eyes.
Right.
And sometimes people just think they can do it. They don't want anybody telling them what to do.
Yeah, and it must be hard, and it must be hard also when you, with any kind of art, right? Whether it's a painting or a poem or a song you've written, it must be hard to really get an honest critique on that. And editing is a big part of that, right? It's like, no, you need to take out this, you need to take out that, and I would word it like this, and so it is kind of critiquing your work, right? And maybe a lot of people are not quite ready for that. But if you're not ready for that, like you say, then you're not really following the rules and what needs to be done.
You're not. You have to have thick skin, man. I remember. My book, Manny and Tutu, which is about a little boy named Manny who has a wish. And when his tooth falls out, he sets up a plan to catch the tooth fairy, and he won't let her go until she grants his wish. Well, when I first wrote the book, I had a whole different concept in mind. And a really good friend of mine who is a nationally known children's book author, and I sent the manuscript to her, and she sent back a very single sentence. She said, burn this SHIT. And I was like, okay, I got it. And so I burned it. I deleted it, and then I did it again and sent it to her, and she said, better, but still shredded. And so I shredded it, and I just stopped. And I said, let me wait and see what comes to me. This was the one and only time that I tried to sit down and write a book based on a thought that I had. And I just paused, and it took about 3 months. And we were driving down the street, and all of a sudden this thought came to me, and I grabbed some napkins, and I wrote it down, and I sent it to her, and she said, it's phenomenal. Go with it. And had I moved out on that first one, people thought it was good, but I don't think it would have been successful. So, you got to have thick skin. Right. You got to be able to hear no.
Right. And then sometimes it's about timing, right?
Always about timing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, was this always your dream from young to be a writer, or did these visions and that, come much later as an adult?
I knew that I would always do something with words. I used to write poetry as a kid. I entered contests in schools and always won. If I entered 3 pieces, I won first, second, and third place. The parents would complain, and then I was banned by the schools to only either do 1 piece or not enter. So I knew, I know, right? Little haters.
I know, right?
I knew that I would do something with words. Never in a million years did I think it would ever be books.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay. Do you have a favorite book? Because like you say, you've written a lot that have been published already, but you have loads in the bank. Or do you have a favorite book yet, or a favorite book that you are currently writing that's not even out yet? What's your favorite book?
Of mine?
Yes, of yours.
I would have to say The Tale of Max the Mindless Dog will always be my favorite, just because of how that book came to me and the success of it.
Yes.
It's in 31 countries, and it's just a phenomenal book. My second to that.
Hold on a second. It's not only in 31 countries. It's up in my son's room as well, because you gave it to my son Maxim as well. Because my son's called Maxim. So what's the book called again?
The Tale of Max, the Mindless Dog.
Oh, the Mindless
book
Dog.
on mindfulness.
That is so cool, man. And all of those countries and around the world, you're really affecting people. So in a positive way, man. So big props to you.
Thank you.
I want to talk to you about something else, but before that, I'm going to play one of our favorite songs. Luther Vandross, the late, the great, the most amazing Luther Vandross. A House Is Not a Home. Why did you choose this one?
I think with COVID and everyone being reduced to their homes, my job did not allow me to telework, but I've always had my own office, so I've always been in a safe environment. But I think with so many people being back in the homes and so many relationships being face-to-face with each other in a whole different way, that we're finding out what's important. And in this song, Luther breaks it down that a house is not a home. What makes it a home is when we have loved ones there. I think there's just something so beautifully simplistic about this song, and if you really listen, you hear the hurt that Luther has in singing these words.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. And I've seen some of the live versions of this that he does, and it's absolutely incredible. Spot on. Amazing. Yes. Big Luther, skinny Luther, regardless. A House Is Not a Home is an incredible song. And here it is for you, Mr. Luther Vandross.
Chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. But a chair is not a house, and a house is not a home when there's no one there to hold tight and no one there you can kiss good night. A room is still a room, even when there's nothing there but gloom. But a room is not a house, and a house is not a home when the two of us are far apart, and one of us has a broken heart. Now and then I call a crazy game. When it ends, it ends in tears. Pretty little darling, have a heart. Don't let one mistake keep us apart. I'm not meant to live alone. Turn this house into a home when I climb the stair and turn the key. Oh, please be there, saying that you're still in love with me. Yeah. I'm not meant to live alone. Turn this house into a home where I climb the stair and turn the key. Oh, please be there. Still in love. I said, still in love. Still in love. Are you gonna be in love with me? I want you and need you to be still in love with me. Say you're gonna be in love with me. It's driving me crazy to think that my baby wouldn't be still in love with me. Are you gonna be? Say you're gonna be. Are you gonna be? Say you're gonna be. Are you gonna be? Say you're gonna be. Well, 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 well. Still in love, so in love, still in love with me. Are you gonna be? Say that you're gonna be still in love with me. Yeah, with me. Still in love with me. Yeah.
That song will obviously never, never die. Incredible.
Yeah.
So I have Florenza Denise Lee with me. Thank you for hanging out with us during this interview. Like I said, this interview will be played for the whole week on lovesoulradio.net. So thank you if you're listening on Love Soul Radio. To find out more information about this amazing author, where can they go again? Let's remind the listeners.
Yeah, absolutely. Florenza.org is my website. WordsToPonderPublishing.com is also my website. You can look me up on any social media platform, Florenza Denise Lee or Florenza Lee. Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn is Florenza Lee. So I look forward to hearing from you guys, and Thank you, my brother from another mother, for this wonderful opportunity.
Well, we're not finished yet. I've got a couple more questions for you. But what I will say is,
cool.
if anybody sends me $10,000, I'll give them your personal phone number as well. I'm really joking. Just a couple more questions, and then we'll get out of here. This is one that hopefully will help me as well, because it's something I deal with, is self-doubt. Did you ever go through self-doubt in this whole journey of yours, and how did you deal with that, overcoming that?
Without sounding vain, I would have to say not really. I believe that creativity is spiritual, and I believe that just God puts things in a universe that need to be born and brought to fruition. And I believe that oftentimes we get in the way of it by thinking too much. And I've never been guilty of thinking too much. Some folks may say I need to sit my butt down and think a little bit more,
right.
But I've never been guilty of thinking too much. So I just put it out there and let it do what it's going to do. I think what happens is we get afraid of success or what that success might look like, and that's sometimes what holds us back. But as far as people not liking something, yeah, so what? I'm still going to do it. And so what's the worst that can happen? They don't like it. All right, well, keep on moving.
Love it.
Yeah, just keep it moving.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to play one of your last songs before we get out here, and then I'll come back and I'll close out with one more question for you. This one is Sarah Smile, and it's an absolute classic. There was so many different artists that sung this song, but I'm going to go with my gut here and think that you wanted the Daryl Hall and John Oates. But am I correct?
I had biggest crush on both of those guys.
Oh, really?
I was determined I was going to marry one. It didn't matter which one. One of them was going to be my husband, period. In the discussion, it was going to happen. I love this song so much that I had an 8-track player that I used to play it on, and it was under my pillow. And I think one day my 8-track player started smoking.
Oh, my God. You played it too much, obviously.
I played it too much.
I think it's an amazing song, and it's an absolute classic. And let's play it for you now. Sarah, Smile.
Baby hair with a woman's eyes, I can feel you watching in the night. All alone with me, we're waiting for the sunlight. When I feel cold, you warm me. And when I feel I can't go on, you come and hold me. It's you and me forever. Sarah, smile. Oh, won't you smile for me, Sarah? If you feel like leaving, you know you can go, but why don't you stay until tomorrow? If you wanna be free, you know, all you got to do is say so. And when you feel cold, I'll warm you. And when you feel you can't go on, I'll come and hold you. It's you and me forever. Sarah, smile. Oh, won't you smile a while for me, Sarah? Sarah, smile. Oh, won't you smile? me feel like a man, not keeping me crazy, crazy. Smile.
We're back, and it's about time to wrap up the interview. Before we go, I just want to ask you one more question. What's next for you? What's your plans moving forward? Obviously, you're still writing.
Well, just building up my platform for my pen name and just seeing where that journey takes me. I've got some book signings that's going to be in some pretty exotic places. So that is exciting.
And you need somebody to carry your bags, right?
You know what? I got you on my list. I got you.
Yeah, right. Okay.
You know, just enjoying life, having fun, and we're in a new transition now. We have returned to our birth state and to be close to family. We've been gone for 40 years and just, you know, reacclimating ourselves to family. That's a whole different challenge for anyone that's done that. It sounds very romantic until you got to do it. And family can be messy. And so, you know, just enjoying that change of scenery and just reacquainting ourselves with our family. And it's good. It's all good.
Right. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I feel honored and blessed, obviously, for you to even just be my friend. But then to see where you're going, is inspirational. And I know how determined you are and what hard worker you are. And, you know, I'm always there, even if we don't speak to each other as often as we should. So I wish you the absolute best moving forward. And, yeah, let's just keep this story going, man. Let's keep it going.
Yes, keep it going. Well, you know what? Every day is a blank page. We have an opportunity to write the story that we want left behind for us. And so just write one that's beautiful.
Right. Well, you hear it there. Thank you so much, darling. Appreciate you joining me. I'm going to play the next one, especially for you. It's a track called Stories by a band called Full Flavor, featuring Carleen Anderson. This is kind of like a UK joint. Not many Americans, I don't think, know this. But I thought it was appropriate as it's called Stories. And thank you once again for joining me. And we'll stay in touch. Hopefully we can get you back on air next year.
Wonderful. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day.
And aloha.
Aloha.
I see you dawning smile, been awake for a while. Watch the sunrise hit your skin, and I've been touching your style, making me smile, hoping that I'll awake you from the dream. It seems the more I get, the more I crave. It's so special. I'll tell you yes on this day, gonna get my way. You're so special. Tell me sweet stories of love. Let us rise above, lost in yours. So tell me, baby. Tell me sweet stories of love. Let us rise above, lost in yours. So tell me, baby. I see the sunrise within your eyes. This tide of love washes over me. You ain't in a hurry, moving slowly, sensually. Your love washes over me. It seems the more I get, the more I crave. It's so sensual. I'm telling you on this day, gonna get my way. It's so sensual. Tell me sweet stories of love. Let us rise above, lost
the amazing voice of Carleen Anderson, one of the lead singers of Young Disciples out of the UK, off of the Talking Loud label. She's the daughter of the famous singer Vicky Anderson, stepdaughter of Bobby Bird, and granddaughter of James Brown. All right, it's about time for me to get out of here, but thank you once again for pressing play and joining me today. Hopefully you enjoyed that great interview. That was a lot of fun catching up with an old friend. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are in the world, hopefully you have an amazing day. Have a great weekend and a wonderful week ahead. I'm going to leave you with this one by Maceo Parker. The track is called Children's World. This is the live version, and it's absolutely amazing. Aloha, guys.